Good morning. We're up in the Cub again, and we're just leaving Norfolk, Virginia. And I was noticing here, I think this was all when I was in 1955, 56 I got here, 1956. This is the Naval Air Station.
49er, 1 tree, wind 2, 81 at tree. Clear to land, runway 23.
That's Norfolk International Airport.
Clear to land, runway 23, Brickyard, 49er, 1 tree.
So anyway, my ship was right here. I remember we were adjacent to the NAS Naval Air Station, right here. And I don't know, this definitely wasn't container, but this is all container. And here comes steaming in Chesapeake Bay. See, that's out there. Comes steaming in here. We park our ship. It's like an aircraft carrier in there. We'd have 3-4 abreast of destroyers. So where we're heading is Petersburg. So my cross country, whether my first dual cross country went to Petersburg, I can't tell. Yeah, it went to Petersburg. That's right. So, but we went someplace before Petersburg. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, we went to Petersburg, then we went to Northfield. That's it, Northfield. So I'm going to go from Petersburg to Halifax, Northampton, which is to the south of Petersburg. So anyway, we're crossing, probably crossing the James River. This could be the James River here. I could look that up, but I'm not going to bother. We'll get out to the countryside of Virginia. And we can look on here with this machine. We had, excuse me.
Brickyard 49er, 1 tree, contact ground on 121.9er.
In the Cub, the J-3 Cub.
Brickyard 49er, 1 tree, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 281 at tree. Clear to land, runway 23.
We had a low frequency radio. What I'm going to do is switch this
Clear
over.
to land, runway 23, Brickyard, 49er, 1 tree.
Let's see, Norfolk approach, nearest airport. We'll pick a little Norfolk Chambers Field. There won't be any radio there. Chambers Tower. We'll go ahead with that. So we don't have to listen to the radio. Anyway, we got a little smaze. And this could be. We're going to check out the Chesapeake Bay. I'll look it up. I don't think this is a bridge tunnel. It could be. Well, that's just a bridge. Bridge tunnel. Bridge tunnel would go across Norfolk over here. So goodbye, Norfolk. There you go. This is probably Newport News over here. Newport News map. There's Newport News. See where the James River is. Yeah. So this is that's the James River right there. And this road here says 17, 258, and 32. Let's see what know what bridge is. That's the James River Bridge. Right there. So, in the Cub that we learned in, J-3 Cub, let's see what the number of that was when I took this flight. 449 Hotel, I think. So, anyway, we were coming across here, probably at 2,500 feet. He kept it down low. So all I had was a chart getting back to the aircraft that we flew in. There was no, there was just a low frequency receiver in it. That was the only radio. There was no navigation equipment. And there was we had a magnetic compass, so we knew what our heading was. None of these, no gyros, no autopilot, nothing. Anyway, with this, we can look and see how we're doing. And we got 24 minutes to go, and it's to get to the destination. We're at 46 miles left to go. We're tracking 301 magnetic, and that's we could probably get in on this. Let's see here. Here we go. So we can look ahead to where we're going. We went quite a ways. We went quite a ways. I need to get out a little bit. Here we go. Anyway, 43 miles. So to go 100 miles, they used to say in order to have a cross country, if you could see where you were going to land when you took off, it really wasn't a cross country. So 25 miles, something over 25 miles, I guess, was considered a cross country. Anyway, we got a little airplane coming south there. Back. Let's see. We'll go out a little more so we can see where we are. Now we can go in one there. There we go. So we'll see. We got an airport coming up, and we're going to cross. And we can look out at the river. We're paralleling the river, so we can look out at the river. Well, let's go out, look out here at the river. Yeah, that's a good cue. And how we're going, following the James River up to Petersburg. Yeah, out in here, we'd on the chart we'd have this road probably, and we used to like power lines and railroad tracks. There was a little airport, looked like it was close at hand here. Let's see a little airport back that way. Not seeing very much. Yeah, this little river. This road would be on there, but for looking at how we're doing, fixes, we used to use to navigate for cross country. This could be power line going right along in here. Can't see any power lines, but that doesn't mean anything for our satellite to be able to pick up. Yeah, it looks like possibly some lines in there. Yeah, there you see. I saw a tower in there. I can't see any more towers. Possibly something going on that way. Yeah, there's a tower. There's a shadow. Yeah, these are shadows from the tower, I think. Yeah, there's definitely a tower right there. So those would be in the chart. Okay, let's see how far we gotta go. Probably 30 miles now. 37. Yeah, what's our airspeed? We're truing out at 113 knots. 113 knots would be about 125 miles an hour. So that's not as bad speed compared to the J-3 Cub, was probably getting along about 65, 70 miles an hour, truing out. A mile a minute. So here we got, maybe we're going 2 miles a minute. So we got 35 miles in 19 minutes to get there. Yeah, we missed this airport right there. That would have been a good landmark to verify where we were. And I don't know, I think Chief Carnes kept us down from Fred. We called him Chief, of course. He outranked us substantially. And he would keep us down low, so we couldn't see a great distance down in the smog. And every time we looked around, here I'll turn the autopilot off and watch if the airplane changes. See it changing, climbing. Go. Let's see here. We better turn the autopilot back on. So anyway, while we're looking on the chart, the airplane would wander when we're not looking outside. One wing was heavier than the other, or probably didn't trim out. Back then we weren't as conscious of trim. So it would wander. We'd look out. We didn't recognize anything. We get a little bit lost. Suddenly the chief would say, "Look at your compass." And, of course, our heading would be over around 270 or 330, and of course 270 would be down in here someplace. Then we'd have to figure out how to get back on course. All fun. A little scary. Make you a little nervous. Okay, let's go back outside again. Yep, this is where we went. We went out in here and had no idea where I was. I think I was smart enough to look over and see how far I was from the James River. I don't know. Down this low, you might not have. The haze might have been a little bit thicker. Here's a little like race track or track. So this would be on the chart. That little racetrack would definitely be on the chart. This is some kind of a high school out there probably. Okay, let's see how we're doing. We got 29 miles to go. We'll be there in 16 minutes. Heading 300 degrees. Oh, here's our transponder, X-ponder transponder. Squawking VFR 1200. And of course, we'd go into the field we're going into is a grass strip, I believe. We'll see. If not, we'll go over to KFCI. And this is Petersburg, Virginia, right in here. Pretty Virginia countryside. "18 years old. Of course, thought I knew everything. Let's see if I look. We'll go over this side because we got the sun over here. I want to look into the sun. Okay, Blair. What are you doing in the front seat? You can't solo from the front seat. You're supposed to be sitting in the back seat. Your nose heavy. Look at this airplane. It says vortex generators. The wings. So when you get low and slow, this keeps the air going over the wings so it doesn't break loose. Got a 65 horse engine. This thing has maybe 200, maybe 180 or 200 horse. I don't know what they paid for those Cubs. But maybe they couldn't have leased them. They probably owned them. Probably $2,000 or $3,000, maybe less. This thing is $400,000. Piper doesn't even make them anymore. It's made in Yakima, Washington. They've got also a top cub and a carbon cub. Our little icon, or whatever you want to call it. It's bigger. That's so you can make sure you know who you are. You're the biggest airplane on the presentation. Yep. Would have been something to have all this electronic equipment back then. Of course, today, when all this fails, and of course sooner or later it's going to fail on you. This is another thing here. If you get lost, you punch the nearest airport, and this is when we get up there for the grass strip, and we can't find the grass strip. We punch nearest, and we'll find that airport that's just up above us. It's got a K in the. Here, let's go back. Go back. So it's KFCI. We'll go over to KFCI if we can't find this airport. But it shouldn't be too hard to find because of this little river that's running right out there. We'll see that. We'll see the James River come right over. Get smaller. It's probably the South Fork of the James River. Here goes the North Fork, if there is such a thing. So anyway, if we don't find it, we can punch in, and that's probably on this right now. So when we go to nearest, we can go KF. Let's see, KFCI, Chesterfield. See, it's right on 309. It's right straight ahead of us. So we'll punch that in, and just it'll give us the heading. Although at that stage of the game, up there, we've got lots of indicators. We can follow the river, but anyway, we'll use the somebody's on our tail here. Wonder if they're going to the same airport. They're going to go right past us. Okay, we'll look back and see if we can pick them up. See what they're all about. See if it's an airliner or just a civilian aircraft. We're going to go back here. We're going to go outside, and we're going to go to the rear. And we got to swing around here. I don't see them on here anymore. That could be. There they are. There they go, right there. Yeah, it's an airliner. Southwest. SKW. I don't know what that is. SKW. Anyway, they're in front of us now. Let's see where they are right there. There they go, right past us. All right, let's see how much. We got 16 miles. We'll be there in 8 minutes. Okay. Go back outside. Get behind where we can see where we're going. Let's see if the James River is coming over to meet up with us here. River gets smaller and smaller, but it's still there. So if we get over, if we could be looking down at the James River, we'd know we were off course to the north. It's nice not having the ATC. Of course, ATC, if you're learning how to talk to a tower and learning the lingo, the language of the air traffic control, you got to listen to that stuff. I don't want to listen to it anymore. I don't listen to very much. I do all the talking. I can't believe it. Yeah, I can believe it. Okay. Let's see if we're within 5 miles. I can kind of look out and see what 5 miles looks like. This is probably about 5 miles away right there. And let's go back behind here. Get a look. Now this is a grass strip, so it's going to be a little harder to pick up, which is good for me to have a little challenge. Okay, let's see here. 12 miles, so not yet. We're not there yet. 12 miles away. Here's a airliner going right over the field, going right over our nose. So let's go back outside. And we'll go up Let's see if we see him up there going past us. I don't see him up there. Yeah, 11 miles. This is something after flying around in that F-15. To go back to this. Of course, the part that I like is talking, so it is boring. So listen to me droning on. Oh, here. So on the chart, now we're starting to get some decent. This looks like a railroad track right along there. So that would be on the chart. Back then they probably didn't have a freeway interchange like this, but that's definitely on the chart today. So actually that's not a railroad track. You can see here the off ramps. So this intersection of highways and so forth, that would definitely be a fix right there. Boom. And we try to figure out what our ground speed is. This looks a little suspicious, like it's an airfield, but maybe it's a factory. Yeah, looks like cars parked there. Oh, there's train tracks. There's the train tracks going right by here. So that's commuting. Okay, let's look at our distance here. Okay, we're just a few miles away. But anyway, that would definitely be a fix, and then probably follow the train tracks, right? Possibly go right past the air. There are train tracks crossing. Maybe north. No, there's cars on there. So that's some kind of a freeway. That'd be easy to spot. And of course the town wouldn't have been that big back then, so we're probably heading right next to the town is where the airport is, and that would be on the chart. It would show the density of the town right there. And looking out, you look for an open space for an airport. That's probably going to be it right there. So we won't have to go on to whatever that airport was to the north. So we can take it off the autopilot. A little out of trim. And come back on the power. And again, this aircraft, even though I've reduced the power, and look over here and see that the power is down here. Here's the power. We'll reduce it down to the bottom of the green. And let's look again, see how we're doing. Here we're getting close. Just to the left, so that's probably going to be it right there. So we can take the power all the way back, and it's right next to the river. There, see the river going by just to the south of it there, and there's a river going by just to the south. A little flap. Probably going to be pretty close to sea level. Look at the map. Yeah, it's just to the left. Haven't quite figured out the field yet.
500.
I don't see any airplanes yet. There's probably the field right there. And we'll look again. And we're not quite over it. I think that's it. I think that's an airplane right there. Let's see if we're east of it now. No, we're not quite there. Oh, no. We go back to the right. Doesn't show we're quite there. Go back to the heading we're on. Yeah, we're a little past. Okay. This may be it right up here. I could have just said that's it, but yeah, we're right. We're not quite over it. We're heading at it. It's one of those. It's a little distorted. Now we're right over it. Yeah, maybe that's it right there. It's right around here. Right around here. No clues. Usually they have an airplane or two sitting on the ground. This is a little embarrassing. It should be just off to the left. Getting a little slow. Maybe that's it. That's the runway right there. Let's put it down there and see what happens. Right over it. Okay, full flap. Yeah, I think this looks like this could be a field. Looks like some hangars here. That was a challenge. Yeah, some funny looking T hangars. It just looked like a kind of a funny looking road. Yeah. Yeah, get out of the way here. Get off the beaten track here. There we go. Yeah, we don't want a car to hit us. Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we are.